Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Realness meets Entertainment in Color. We are your hosts, Chantel and Tamika, here to review Love Island USA episode 20, the first real day of Casa Amor. Tamika, how are you doing today, and what are your thoughts of the last episode? Loose thoughts.
It's boring
Boring. Why do you say it's boring? Why do you think it's boring?
because I don't care about 90% of the cast.
Exactly. With all this dumping and not allowing people to get any sort of feelings for anybody, it's not that interesting seeing people just talk. Like I get like I am still interested as a person that likes seeing social dynamics.
Mm-hmm.
So like just watching people have conversations. But so what? Like, fine. Like they're all going to be coupled up. So it doesn't do anything dramatic for me either. It's a little boring.
I think it's also the conversations don't lend to anything. And I think it's because we're dealing with a bunch of 21, 22, 23-year olds. They're very shallow, they're nonsensical, they're not anything to build any type of relationships on. I just can't take most of them, 90% of them, seriously.
Well, and it's also like I get it that Isaiah is like a hot bad boy,
Mm-hmm.
whatever, but like he really doesn't offer that much. Like what are their conversations going to be about? You know
I
what I mean? If you want like a life partner, you want somebody that you can have long conversations about life, about finance, like everything, about your everything that's going on in your life. You'd want to be able to share that with that other person. I just don't see them talking about anything other than like, you look really hot today. I would be better. I'd be better for you. How do you know?
they're, these are some terrible conversations. I don't want to say they're terrible people. The conversations are BS.
Yeah. I mean, I think that it would have been more interesting if Bryce was still there because Bryce seems a little bit more of an adult and he would have like a real conversation. One thing that we kind of learned from Courtney when she was, I believe, talking with Chad is that it really, really was the fact that he didn't want to jump her bones every second of the day. And that is not conducive to a relationship.
No. I listened to previously on Love Island, the podcast hosted by Matthew Hoffman. If you have not subscribed and listened, Matthew is back. I actually really loved the podcast. The first episode was with Justine and Sally,
Nice.
and the second episode was Maddie and Bryce. And yet again, I really like Bryce. He came across as intelligent, mature, authentic. Um, Maddie, on the other hand, is still very sleepy. I was just like, but she said that she reached out to Andy. They'll see where things go. I still don't believe her. Um, but yes, so if you listen, those are the first two episodes. Go ahead and take a listen. But I think if Courtney wanted an actual relationship, she should have stuck with Bryce. I don't think she wants an actual relationship.
Well, like, remember when we first were kind of just critiquing her before we kind of knew a little bit more about her, like, the things that in the suitcase challenge, whatever. She's like, yeah, like, like I was having sex for like 8 hours and we broke the bed or whatever, and I'm like, why do you want people just to fuck you? You know what I mean? It just, at some point, it feels as though it's a little bit masochistic. Not trying to kink shame here, but there's an element to it that seems like it could be a little bit of like self abuse, self hate, a little bit. With it seems that not wanting to let anybody have respect for her and treat her kindly and have like an emotional connection with her. She just wants people to completely use her body and
Yeah,
her looks,
yeah.
which I think
It's unfortunate.
it
It's
ends up being
unfortunate.
damaging, I would think, because if you're always just having people only after you for what you present on the outside, and that's what you want, and that's the only thing that you allow into your life, then everything just becomes about your looks and has nothing to do with what's going on with you on the inside. Hi, Jessica. Thank you for being
Is
here.
isn't that what her was, Felipe?
Sorry, you're breaking up. I can't hear you. Say again?
Sorry, give me 1 second.
Sure.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're not frozen anymore.
I said, but wasn't that her issue with Felipe, that there was nothing like extra? He just wanted to fuck her, and she wasn't sure if he would like screw her over. So I'm just like, which one do you want? Like, I don't think this environment. It's not even the environment. I think she has hangups that I don't know if she'll get over. Not on the show
No,
anyway.
not on this show. I think she needs a lot of therapy. Anybody that goes that much plastic surgery, I think they're working on it. It's an inside job that she needs to have to be working on, as opposed to whatever on the outside. Because to me, it just becomes a mask of some sort, and it's hiding who she truly is. In terms of what she was worried about with Felipe, I think that she didn't like that Felipe was equally as attractive as she is,
Mm,
and that could easily go and find somebody else. And so I don't think that she didn't like having the upper hand. She wanted to have the upper hand and didn't want him to be able to leave her when he realizes that she doesn't really have any substance,
yeah.
or doesn't want to share any of the substance that she does have. Hi, Miss T Joy. Hi, Nicole. Hey, ladies. I always feel like at the end of the episode, we didn't see many of the Islanders. Like, they show like 4 the whole episode. I know. I don't know who any of these people are at all.
And the people that they're showing are annoying. Like, what's Jared doing? I don't understand what we're supposed to like glean from recoupling if we don't know what connection is Jared. There's going to be people coming back to the villa with people. We know this. Jared has nobody. So why are we not knowing who Jared is interested in and who he's talking to? Because he's definitely bringing somebody back. So we should be involved in those conversations.
I mean, unless he does a whole like, oh, I didn't find anybody here, so I'm just gonna leave. Maybe he'll do one of those.
That would
I
be
don't
dumb.
know. I mean, I don't know. Jessica says, I agree. I'm just ready to see Zimmy get back together and curious to see what Isaiah does, but I don't really care. Yeah, exactly. Like I don't mind Sydney and Isaiah together. They're that young couple. We talked about it all the time. This kind of toxic love. She's super clingy, but it's also because she's super young and she knows that he's the type of guy that would go and cheat on her. Like he is that type of guy. So that's why she's being clingy. He doesn't present as somebody that's super faithful and loyal. So that's why she's acting that way. But she likes this, like, she thinks that it's passion, but really it's like it's distrust. Like, I don't know. Anyways, they're not a good match, but like I understand why they're drawn to each other, because they're young and they're hot. But the fact that everybody's obsessed with him, like, why are we inflating this guy's ego? He has nothing to offer. Phoebe, you're like a law student. Like, this guy wants to be. Okay, I shouldn't judge. But like, what else does he have to offer? Hello, Charlene. Yeah, exactly. No substance, Miss T Joy. I agree. Hi, CJ. I'm starting to get tired of Courtney, especially based off the first look for tonight. I didn't see the first look. So did you see it, Tamika?
I did not.
Should we try to watch it?
Yeah, we can.
Why you sound so
Okay.
upset?
No, no, I told you that my allergies have been bothering me.
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
just
Right.
exhausted. I know they usually post it on Twitter, Instagram, and yeah.
Let's see if I can find it. Um, that's not this year. That's last year's. Is it Truth or Dare gets hot? No, that's 5 days ago. 6 hours ago. Is this it?
6.
Oh, will Chad choose Courtney? Okay, that's probably this. Okay. I'm gonna have to stop and start it because I don't want to oops. Because I don't want them to block it. So let's do these. You can see it, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Great.
How was your day?
It was good. I mean, I enjoy being around you, talking with you.
Yeah, same to you.
I really like it, so I hope I get to bunk up with you.
I think tonight I just want to like see what it's like sleeping with Chad.
Like, she already said to the girls that she's not interested in Jordan, which we'll talk about soon. But like, okay. Courtney.
So I was wondering if you want to sleep in my bed tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Yay.
that'd be dope. Thank you for asking me.
But she was making out with Jordan. That was the thing, right?
See?
Right. She made out with Jordan in the
first
bed.
one.
And then the next morning she was like, I'm not really into it. There was no spark there. Oh, and she said it died down. It died down.
Yeah.
Now, this is the thing I think that Courtney doesn't understand is that sometimes the drive to want to sleep with someone actually gets enhanced with an emotional connection. Like porn sex doesn't really happen.
Right.
Like, oh, she's.
Yeah, but where were you up there? Chad. Was it good?
Yeah. It's definitely very evident that he is into Courtney, but I still want to test those waters a little bit.
Wait, what does the wrist mean again? Sorry.
This one?
Yeah.
It's just as you can. She's sneaky.
Dude, she is.
Okay. Okay, so now she's gonna be pitting the girls against Kat for the fact that she's just trying to like talk to somebody. I don't think that that's being sneaky necessarily. Like Kat or Courtney seemingly right now is just like trying to put dibs on every single guy.
Yeah, I mean, based on what we seen, I mean, to me, Chaz and Chad look pretty similar. So it actually should not be shocking to anybody that she would go after. He's literally taller. I
mean, he has better swag than Chaz. So
yeah. I think
he's definitely more attractive.
Gone for him or Trey, to be honest.
I mean, I don't think that Kat was into Trey, to be honest. Nicole's saying that Maddie is what had sex for 8 hours. I don't think Maddie was in the villa then. I think it was still the first 5 girls. Because I don't think was Valerie in that luggage thing. No, I think it was like day 2. I think.
Yes.
Valerie was or was not.
The luggage one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure they were in it. They were both in it.
Valerie and Maddie was the one that had sex for 8 hours and broke the bed? Or am I mixing up 2 different things?
Yeah.
So Maddie had sex for 8 hours and Courtney broke the bed?
Yes.
I don't remember that about Maddie at all. I remember it about Courtney. Anyways, we'll see. I don't remember, so we'll have to see. I'll have to look back in my notes. Courtney is giving the Carringtons season 2, Jeremy season 3 of Love Island.
I don't know about
that. Jeremy, we didn't see him for the fact that he swore a lot. And he was able to kind of make a connection. I don't know. Maybe. Hi, Tina. Hi, ladies. I agree. Casa Amor is very bland, especially compared to last year's, but maybe it's because I was interested in more Islanders last year. Well, and there was more couples last year-ish. Also, Courtney doesn't know what she wants, and this show isn't going to help her figure it out. No. Yes, I see it now. Thank you. Why is no girl interested in Jared? He's a person of color. I don't know. Hi, El Francisco. Hello, ladies. I agree that they're only focusing on 3 or 5 people. We haven't seen anything of Jared. And who's Sam? On the Villa France example. I don't remember who Sam is. They seem to think Courtney gets first dibs on guys or whoever she likes the girls aren't supposed to go for. This isn't a Danica situation where she's the only single girl. Kat has every right. Absolutely. Like get off, Courtney. Like, just because you decide that you want to sleep in the same bed with Chaz now, that like Kat can't also be interested. Like,
you know, I was just trying to remind you that you can.
I can.
You can.
Really great.
Like, I don't trust her.
It's not your boyfriend though, Courtney.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm really good. How are you?
Good.
I just like want a chance with you.
What is it about him? I don't know. Like, would you be looking at him and being like, I just want a chance with you with that earring and that hair? Like, come on. Oh, it's not me. I wonder if Jared doesn't have good chat. I feel like we haven't seen enough of his converse overall to determine that.
I don't know.
It's funny. Courtney wants someone to be all over her, cuddling and kissing, but then Jordan does that, and she just says, "Oh, he can't handle me." Well, she said that it's fizzled out. It's fizzled out. Like, so she expects them to be like. Also, I don't think she wants to have sex in the villa. At some point, you know, it would have to escalate to that. I would think. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know if she doesn't. What I'm saying is I don't. Even if they do, it doesn't look like she would stay with the person because she would find an excuse to why she doesn't want to be with them.
It's true. Hi, Realist. So maybe Love Island's not for Jared. I don't think Love Island's for Jared. Hi, guys. So I'm late, but have you seen the Murad Morale controversy? Yes, it's quite shocking. It makes sense to some of the red flags that obviously like Tamika kind of pointed out. And then also, I was always curious about whenever he was traveling, he was always going to Dubai and going traveling here and traveling there. And I was always like, I wonder if he does porn. That's literally what I was thinking in my head. Like, I know he has a lot of followers on YouTube, but I was like, I wonder if that's how he makes some extra money. And it seems like it is. So did you watch his video that he posted, Tamika?
No.
He posted a video that's kind of like explaining sort of everything. I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I definitely think that he will continually be canceled right now because it's
I mean,
terrible.
you know that I canceled him about a year ago.
No, but did you read into the controversy or no?
Yes, I know what happened, but what I'm saying is none of it all tracks with what I've been thinking about him since that point. He uses Black women and victimizes them, then uses them to build his platform, and the entire time I feel like he was racist.
So I don't know if still don't know if he's a racist, but I do feel as though I agree with you that he was using Black women to make him appear to be a certain way. Especially with being called out by like, oh, you're moving this way, and then all of a sudden you're going to cancel them, like all that stuff that we've talked about before. What he was saying in his video was that, you know, he wasn't necessarily racist, and the words that were written about wasn't his words. So I'm not sure if I'm going to call him that yet, but and I'm definitely unsubscribing, but I'm not sure if I call him that as of yet. Not sure because it's kind of, yeah, no, great. Nicole, I don't like how Chad's mustache extends. I kind of like his mustache. At least it gives him a bit of a personality. Like, he has a look.
Like, at the end of the day, like, I like you a lot,
Like when he comes home, I'm just gonna tell him like my truest feelings and be like, I really like you. Like, can we date? Guy, you can always get to be boyfriend. Shucks.
She's like, oh
That
shit.
spark that I had with you was different from Sid's, and I don't know why. And I'm trying to figure out why.
Because you're horny. Like, and this girl's throwing herself onto you. Like, can't figure out why? That's why. And you're not in a relationship with Sydney, so like you don't have to be faithful.
It's like my heart, I can feel like the radioactiveness, like my vibe and his, like shooting up into the sky and intertwining.
Yeah.
That might not be great. Is that it? Why is it so long? Whatever. We knew that Isaiah was going to do something. I'm not surprised at all. Also wasn't here for apology video. Well, I mean, the problem what I had with the apology is that he immediately went to, and I don't know if it's true or not, and if it very well could be true, but it went to things that happened in his past, and then it kind of became about things from his past that he experienced, and that he was like mad and crying about that, and then this is how he retaliated, was by doing these type of fetish videos. But it just seems as though he was using his past or these things in his past to distract us from what actually was going on. That's what it felt like to me. Jessica says Phoebe's starting to come off as desperate. Girl, take a chill pill. I know, it's a bit of an eye roll. Like, go take the guy. It's not that he's not that hard to get. If you want him, take him. Isaiah must have big dick energy in person, because I don't understand why so many of the ladies are so infatuated. I don't get it. I don't get it either. I don't get it either. Did you see the video of Timmy impersonating Zeta on TikTok? No. Is it good? Is it favorable, or is it mean? It better be funny and like endearing. I really hope they do a movie night after this. Do we?
I would if I actually cared. I don't.
What would the movie night entail? Like, nobody is in a couple. Oh, we also saw this, CJ. Yeah, which is also weird. I'm not sure what Peacock, CBS, whoever it is doing with their vetting. Like, why are they unable to find 20 people that have not done terrible things in their past or have allegations about them, about their past, you know?
I mean, well, you can make up allegations about it.
No, I know, but like,
I again, that the only thing I would say is the allegations were two parts. One saying that he gave multiple women a STD. I know they do an STD panel on the show. So that's one part. Two, whether they do a background check for, like, I would say, any outstanding warrants or whatever. It really just depends on what their background check looks like. It might not be extensive, or it might not be to a certain period. So if they only do in the last 2 years, but it was 3 years ago,
it's true.
Because the person is saying he was arrested, there was like case about it, but when was the case? Was he prosecuted? Blah 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 blah. Because the whole thing is, you're saying it's also multiple victims. Did they all press charges? Like, it's a lot. So I don't know. I'm not going to sit there and say that the show was absolutely wrong. People do bad stuff all the time. If he did, then that's on him.
I want to know what they're going to do about it now. Are they going to do anything?
That's what I want to know. Are they going to investigate it now? and make sure that the women that are
They're
in
safe.
the villa now are safe.
It doesn't seem like it at this point.
I don't know.
I mean, we haven't heard anything, right?
No.
No statements from anybody, from his team, from Peacock, CBS's team. Like, we haven't heard anything about it. So,
No. But I don't think they ever make statements. We will just go to the episode and they'll be like, Kyle
he's
has left
got.
the
Oh
villa.
yeah. Well, what happened that time with, what was that guy's name that was
Noah.
in Noah?
And the
Like,
same thing that happened with Leslie.
yeah, just like zoop. So yeah, maybe he'll be a whoop.
Yep.
I can see that happening.
Yeah.
And then she'll just be back with Desi.
Yeah.
That I could definitely see that happening, because they don't seem to like to be transparent. They just, just snatch him. Diddy agrees with me. You're never acknowledge the issues that people are upset about, which were the comments and captions on the pics. Like, yeah, he said that he didn't write them. That was his acknowledgement of them, and that he's sorry that he's associated with these comments. And it's like,
I don't believe him.
I don't know if I believe that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't. All right, so let's talk about this episode. So Courtney's with Jordan, and it seems that they were making out in bed and stuff like that. And I'm like, I mean, I'm not into Jordan at all. I'm not into that kind of goofy vibe. Like, it's just, like, you have to be. No, I'm just not into that goofy vibe. It's my style of attractiveness. And so I see Courtney and him making out. And so I think that she definitely likes people being into her because it validates her self-esteem. But I didn't feel good watching it. You know what I mean? Like, with Zimmy, I'm like, oh, they like each other so much. But with them, I was like, I don't want to see it. But they were the only ones, I believe, that were making out in bed. Chaz and Gabby, hold on, she's giggling and thinks that and he thinks it's flirty banter. Okay, so what do you think about Chaz and Gabby? I don't remember who Gabby is, but maybe you do.
Yesterday I was taking a poll, or this morning, and I was like, I do not remember these people's faces.
I guess I should pull up their faces. So
yeah, because I don't remember. Hold
on.
Because I was saying, I'm like, I don't know. I think it's just that these people are just so I don't want to say insignificant. I'm trying to choose my words wisely because I don't want to come off nasty or rude, but this Casa Amor is not giving anything, and I really truly believe it's because we don't care about 90% of these people.
Well, like, even if it was still Serenity and Chaz, like, it would be interesting to see what both of them did. You know what I mean?
Correct. Like, Kat cracking on with the Chad, or with the Trey, or with whoever else. Not surprised, not shocking, don't care.
Oh, so Gabby's the big D energy. Jeff has big D energy, and she wants to find a baby daddy. So Chaz is talking to her, and she's just like, and I'm like, she's giggling because she has absolutely nothing to say to you, and he thinks that it's flirty banter, and I'm like, he's so damn naive that, like, she really is just trying to make sure that she gets picked and taken back to the villa.
Yeah, that's all I can do. I don't see any of these people actually really liking these people. No,
not at all.
Their conversations are not, oh wow, like, I really could see myself with this person. They're like, no.
So Jeff and Tiger Lily have a conversation. I think I like Tiger Lily the best.
I do like Tiger Lily.
Yeah, I think she's cute. I am slightly annoyed though, because I just wanted her Instagram to be normal, but it's all about her singing music career, and I get it, she's a musician, but like, I just wanted to like find her birthday and see her out with friends, and every single thing was just about her music. And so it just kind of annoyed me that this is probably how she was vetted, because she's a gorgeous musician on Instagram. Okay. I want more people. I don't want influencers. And I think that that's also another problem, is that people just want the fame of it, like what happens after, and they're not actually willing to go and do the relation part, which is what makes the show.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like, if you're gonna vet people from Instagram models, people that have like a really great Instagram page, aren't necessarily interesting, and they don't necessarily want to find love on the show. So, but I do like Tiger Lily. I just was annoyed that I couldn't find her birthday. So Jeff and Tiger Lily are talking, and he doesn't want to be with someone that thinks of him as a backup plan. I'm like, well, think about that, Jeff. Like, you are literally her backup plan. Nadja's. Like, Nadja doesn't want you. She wants Isaiah. As soon as she nearly went home, when she saw death flash before her eyes, she's all over you and she's cuddling you now. Like, she's not into you, Jeff. How are you not reading these signs? I thought that he had better, like, powers of perception. And he's still thinking about Nadja, and he has Tiger Lily there being like, I'm interested in you.
I don't know what Jeff's game is, and I keep telling you, I truly believe he's playing the game. But this is not the way to get to whatever you're trying to get to.
Yeah. So Isaiah, Jesse, and Timmy are all talking, and they like Phoebe and Shawnee, or Isaiah does anyways, and he wants to get to know them, and he knows that the door is cracked open, and then he does like this big kicking, like aggressive kicking motion. I was like, I got startled by it. I was like, oh, wow, chill a little bit. Over at the villa, we see that Kat gets a text, and they're going to be playing a game, Shaken and Stirred. If you were on Love Island, would you play this game?
Absolutely not. I couldn't even watch it. That's how bad it was. I kept my head down the entire time waiting for it to end. That shit was gross.
It was revolting.
And then they looked gross after it. So it was even worse. Like, that was terrible.
So now I didn't actually see the stain that was on Chad's shirt, but could have been made from this game, but that conversation, the conversation that he was having, took place after those games, and that's why he has like whatever splodges on his shirt.
Possible.
Because people were wondering, like, why wouldn't they let him change it? So maybe it was out of order. Like, maybe we're seeing that scene before we saw the bird, whatever, baby birding cocktails. Who, like, why do they? It's so gross.
It was so gross.
So gross. And Denise says, I hope Jeff isn't holding up for Nadja to get far in the game, because she will be recoupling with somebody. Or not, though. I don't know if she has people that are interested in her. I mean, that's not the move, I don't think.
Nadja, yeah. Didn't she like, there's somebody that she liked.
Well, it's not Trey.
There was somebody she kissed in the game. Nick. It was the one that we couldn't remember.
Oh yeah, she does like Nick. Yeah, she's coupling with him 100%.
Yeah,
they're both Latin. Yeah. Jeff better get with Ms. CEO. I like Tiger Lily too. Is Tiger Lily Ms. CEO? Is that
I think so. She has her own business, she said too. Because Phoebe was a lawyer, she had her own business. So I don't know how true that is if you're saying that she has a, what do you call it? Singing career or whatever.
It's all, I mean, let me show you her Instagram. It's like all about her singing career. Tiger Lily. Have you ever met anybody named Tiger Lily?
No.
I actually have, which I think is wild. Remember when my best friend was directing that music video?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there was a girl that was a dancer that her name was Tiger Lily on the shoot.
Oh, nice.
So it wasn't a new name for me, which I thought also is kind of interesting. Okay, let's look at Tiger Lily's Instagram. So yeah, it's just, you can see it, right?
Yeah.
Like, when you go to all these pictures, it's like probably like album cover and like, let's see. Yeah. Anyways, it's just, she's beautiful, obviously. but it's just all just so curated. Like I want to see her with her friends and her like I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm not an Instagram person really. It just seems so fake to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like I don't know anything about her other than
it's
she's beautiful.
definitely not giving influencer.
What? What do you mean?
Not influencer. Like there's no like fashion photos. This is like literally she's building a record career probably.
But like I'm sure she would wear
where's her stuff for her clothing line? Where like I don't see that stuff.
But I'm sure she would be an influencer if she was given a deal. You know what I mean? Anyways, like it's a pretty like Instagram page, but I just feel as though like do we know anything about her personality? It's just so boring to me.
Do we know anything about any of these people's personalities?
Oh, I agree. I'm not saying it's just her. Oh, Charlene said the stain was from the game. They showed it when it happened. Okay, I didn't know when where the stain was, so I couldn't tell. But so yeah, it just shows that it does it out of order, and they have to keep on their same outfits because they can cut and paste like this. So yeah, they have to pass the liquid down the line. It was disgusting. The main villa basically won. Wait, sorry. No, sorry. Casa Amor won pretty much all of them except for like 2, which I was like, I don't know. Wait, hold on. No, I'm lying. Sorry. There's 2 different things. I'm confusing myself. The main villa did win the baby bird challenge, and then they played another challenge later, which I'm remembering. But they're like, Casa who? Casa boo. All right. So nighttime comes, and Zita does not want to be in a bed with any boy that's not Timmy. I like that. I don't think that Timmy definitely didn't do the same, but I appreciate Zita for doing that because if she didn't do that, the people would be coming for her, and now they can't.
Yep.
They'll be like, she's so into Timmy, but then she's sleeping in a bed with somebody else. Like she
pretty much.
And Deb decides to join Zita outside. But we do see Jeff kissing Tiger Lily in bed.
Yeah. Which was weird because it's just like, I'm like, dude, which one is it? Do you like her? Do you not like her? Like, come on, please.
I don't know. Mike Hutchinson of In Excess, his daughter with Paula Yates is Tiger Lily. Okay, for In Excess, Paula Yates. Really? I don't know who Paula Yates is. Oh, so she's already famous, like has a famous parents.
Oh, she has famous parents.
Let's see. So Paula Yates. Okay, I see her. Wait, is she deceased? Oh, wait. NSW. Okay, she's passed away though. So, while Tyler was raised by her adopted father, Paula's former partner. Okay. So her parents, though, have passed away.
Okay.
Wow. Wait, that doesn't look like her, though. Are we sure here? I don't know if that's...
Or are they just talking about another Tiger Lily?
Oh, maybe. Oh, they're just saying it. Okay, so...
Because, I mean...
Is a Tiger Lily.
I can see Tiger Lily being a big name, to be honest. I mean, it's from Peter Pan. I don't think that was the issue.
Okay, I understand. Luna was just bringing another Tiger Lily to the... Because I'm like, I just saw a picture of her. I'm like, that's not this Tiger Lily.
Right.
But I guess those are the only 3 that I know. Now, the person I met, this one, and now this new one that I've been introduced to. I like the name, though. It's cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I thought it was pretty. I didn't have a problem with it.
So Nadja and Trey are making out in bed. Courtney and Jordan are making out in bed. And then in the morning, she says there's no sparks. Nadja says there's no sparks. And Courtney says the kissing died down pretty soon. I don't know what Courtney expects. I really don't. Is she like just like gushing, dripping wet every second of the day? Like, I'm actually being serious.
I don't. I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't know. She confuses the heck out of me. I'm serious. I don't know. I want to be on her side so badly.
But I think she's a bit damaged.
I do.
But yeah, like, I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I agree with you. She is a little bit of an enigma. So Kyle, though, we learn is into Deb, and he reads 3 to 4 books a week, and so they think that that's really cool and so sweet. And did Deb say this? He's an A1 kisser and an A1 cuddler. Who's that?
I don't know who that was.
A1 kisser, A1 cuddler. I always write down things down thinking that I'll remember what I mean, and then I don't remember what I mean because I don't care about anybody.
Yeah, I don't know who that was actually, to be honest.
Has she kissed him yet?
A1
kisser. Oh no, A1 kisser, A1 cuddler is Tiger Lily talking about Jeff. Yes, it was. Jesse thinks that Avery is really pretty. Avery is really pretty, but he's still thinking about Deb. And so Chaz says he's held off on the kissing when really he was like completely friend zoned, being like, no, not yet. Like not that you're supposed to make out in bed, but if somebody is kind of repulsed by the thought of you touching them, take that as they're not that into you, Chaz. And so Timmy, what do you mean? What do you mean?
I mean, it was the first or the second night. She could be playing hard to get in his head. Again, he's 21. I don't know if he has that much experience. Apparently, like, is he even out of college? Like, does he have that much experience with overnights with girls?
No. But also, like, I would think that nothing needs to happen, but she might want to have a little spoon or a little cuddle. And she's just kind of like, no. That to me indicates is disinterest. And he thinks that, oh, well, like, I'm just going to take it slow because, like, I really want to kiss her, but, like, we're just taking it slow. And this is the same slow game that Jesse is playing, which I think means she's not that into him. Timmy and Phoebe are talking. He thinks Timmy lets Phoebe know that Isaiah thinks that she is attractive. They do that whole sunglass things with the handshake. I'm happy that Timmy is not involved in the drama in like people coming for like trying to get with him. But I'm not that into Phoebe. I thought I liked her more than I do.
I think it's because she has started coming off desperate.
Yeah, I guess.
I feel like that's what it is.
Sharnice is with you. She says, Courtney just wants a woman. That's why she finds everything wrong with every guy. I mean, I'm sure she would be content with Zeta. Jessica loves watching Chaz get pied off repeatedly. Serves him right. I mean, he would be in a better position if he didn't think that he knew the game better and decided to stay with Serenity. I think he would have had a better experience.
Yeah.
Sydney says, I saw a lot of people posting that they now believe Jesse seems to be really into Deb after he made his I miss her comments. I think he's just interested in he isn't interested in any girls at Casa.
His person is outside the villa, and I'm going to stick with that. So,
as in, you think he's dating someone already, or you just don't think that he's going to find anybody?
I think he was into Serenity. Based on, who else said that? Somebody else has said that.
But could it also be that whole like somebody that you're not actually with?
Bria said it.
But could it be like he only likes Serenity because like now she's not an option? You know what I mean?
Bria said that they had a really, really big connection in the villa, and that she's like she wished he had explored it. So she said
whatever. She wants to explore him. I don't think he's a good person. But
she said that he was what did Bria say? Sorry, just forget it. Go ahead. I don't remember.
So Deb is liking Kyle, and they're having a bit of a conversation, and they talk about the birds or artificial intelligence and bees as well. And he says that one thing that he thought I actually agreed with him with this silly comment. Mm-hmm. Was that like I thought I'd be encountering more quicksand in my life? That's really true, because I feel like when I was younger, like the thought of quicksand was like a real thing, but like I've never seen quicksand before in my life. So I thought that was funny, but they seem to be vibing and getting along a little bit. Nadja is talking to Nick. She likes his tattoos in his eyes, and they're both Latina, and she's all in on Nick. It's like, okay, that's all it takes. Some nice eyes and tattoos. Okay, that's fine.
Nothing else going on in there.
So Courtney and Chad are talking, and Chad thinks that Courtney has a goofy laugh, but she's still scrumdiddlyumptious. And she said she doesn't sense that he has a guard up. And I'm like, Courtney is not a good indicator of what people are thinking, how they are feeling. But I think that she's going to ruin whatever could be happening with Chad's, for sure. Courtney, Deb, Zeta, and Sydney are all chatting. Obviously, we're talking a little bit about Sydney and how she's feeling. And then Courtney lets them know that she's not feeling the vibe with Jordan. We knew that you weren't going to feel the vibe with Jordan. I don't think anybody's going to feel the vibe with Jordan. Sorry, Jordan. But he's not it. So we get a text, and we're going to be doing the Raunchy Races. So the first one, I kind of wrote them down, but the first one was first names alphabetically. So Chad and Courtney had to kiss, and Avery and Chaz had to kiss. How did Avery and Chaz get that done first? But Casa wins. I was like,
I was annoyed by the entire thing because Casa was winning. So I was like, I don't want to see Casa. I'm just like, not something I want to see. So
Jessica says, I can't stand Phoebe constantly bringing up Sydney. Just show that you are better for Zaya. Don't keep downing Sydney. Yes.
I think that's the problem I have with her.
She doesn't know who Sydney is for her to be able to say that Sydney's a bad person, or that she's better than her, or that she's being clingy. Like, people are saying think that Sydney's being super clingy. I don't really think she's being that extra clingy for somebody that you like, that you slept with, that you're in a villa with like 24/7. She's like, maybe can, not make out with him for a bit, but like, I don't know, there's not much else to do.
I mean, I don't think Sydney's being crazy, but he should definitely explore his options.
Oh, he can do whatever the fuck he wants. But I'm saying, like, with they're judging her, even people outside the villa being like, Sydney's like, she's pushing him away by being so clingy. And I'm like, she's not really being that clingy when there's not that many people in the villa and she's sleeping with him. I don't think
she's being clingy, but he absolutely should explore his options. I just don't see what she's bringing to the table without her consistently being like, well, I'm not Sydney. That's not bringing anything to the table. be you and say like, I would be this for you. We would be that. She doesn't have to bring up Sydney.
Yeah, well, her bringing up Sydney just shows that she's trying to compete with Sydney when I thought you said there's no competition.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Phoebe is giving me Mercedes vibes. Mercedes was a little bit more sexually overt, I found. But we'll put a pin in it. I'm not sure if I agree, but sort of. So, person with the red hair and the tallest boy. So I can't remember. I guess it was Chad and Chauncey. They win. Casa wins. Girl with brown hair, go inside, get lipstick, and cover boy in kisses. Some of these are so stupid. Courtney and Chad do it. I didn't write down who the Casa Amor people were, but the villa finally wins one. Yay! Big feet with the oldest girl. Deb goes and runs to check people's shoe size. I think she realizes that it's going to be Jessie, and then also Timmy realized that it's going to be Zeta because she is the oldest girl, and he didn't seem very pleased about that. I'm like, good. Casa Amor won that one. Most tattoos, has to kiss somebody. I can't remember what it was. So Nadja ended up having to kiss Nick, and she got upstairs on the bed or something. She got fanny flutters. I was like, it doesn't take you much, but okay. Shortest girl and oldest boy, so Timmy and Tiger Lily. They're kind of a cute little. She's so small, petite. Casa Amor won. Yeah, and Zeta doesn't know. I don't like picturing Timmy kissing another girl. The first girl to enter the villa, and I don't know what the other distinguisher is. So it was Phoebe and Isaiah had to kiss, and Deb and Kyle kissed. And then everybody in the pool, in the end, Casa Amor, so all the boys, won the party. And now the Casa Amor hideaway is open. What is that?
Apparently they got a hideaway, which I thought was crazy, personally, because I was like, who told y'all they needed a hideaway?
So literally Isaiah can decide who he likes to have sex more with. That's kind of,
and then leave them in the villa. Like, I don't know about this. I think this is a bad idea, personally.
Well, I mean, like, I don't like the fact that having a sexual relationship with people now is like the determining factor of who you're going to stay with in the villa instead of actually being connections. I think that, I don't know, it takes away a little bit of the integrity of the show. And it makes, in my opinion, the Casa Amor girls a little bit more for hire. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I don't know.
No, I was like, okay, this is the weirdest thing to put in Casa Amor. But, and then how do you choose? Like, who chooses this? Like, what if they all want to do it? Like, I don't know.
Well, maybe it'll end up just being like Timmy and like another person that doesn't like want to do, like Timmy and Jessie, but because they both want to be, they don't want to sleep outside, but they're being faithful.
Weird.
V says, I would like Isaiah to get to know Chauncey more. I would as well. But I think Phoebe's got dibs on him. Why was Jesse fixing to take off his shoes? I literally laughed out loud. He's constantly lost. Oh, maybe to jump in the pool? I don't remember.
Oh, because it said the person with the biggest foot. But my whole thing was with that is, I don't know if he was trying to measure his foot, because like, I don't know if they automatically knew who that was.
Well, you could just also say what your shoe size is. Maybe. I don't know. Courtney was dedicated actually kissing Chad's bare butt. She did. A Casa Hideaway would never happen on CBS. That's true. I don't think it's good though. Avery's face during the convo with Jesse was hilarious. She wants to jump off a cliff. I think we're getting to that now. I think, or maybe I didn't write it down. I don't know. So they're getting ready for the night. We see Sydney and Courtney chatting, and Courtney basically is not really allowing Sydney to ask her about Isaiah. So she's like, fuck it, whatever happens, happens. And so I'm happy that she's at least giving that advice to Sydney, is that like she can't keep on harping on it. She has to go out, make her own connections, see what's going on, not thinking about everything that Isaiah is doing, assume that he's going to find another connection, and just keep it moving. But I don't think she will. Is there anything that anybody that she's kind of checking?
Not that I saw.
Yeah, I mean the guys are kind of horrible. So, Isaiah and Phoebe are chatting. They do vibe a little bit, but she's just like laying it on so thick. What? Dania says, "What if the villa had won? Who would go to the hideaway? Courtney and Chad? Chad and Kat?"
But that's the thing. I don't think if the villa had won, they would have gotten either way, which is why I'm just like, does this even like make sense?
Yes, Avery is me and I am her. When she was rolling her eyes at Jesse, the man is so boring. Because I'm really.
That was hilarious.
I'm into Deb. I'm just like, that's all I can think about is Deb. Just think about Deb. So Kyle does pull Deb for a chat though, and they both. She says, "Thank God that you're." No, he says, "Thank God you're here." Anyways, they seem to be getting along. I like them together. She seems to feel like they're having a conversation and that they could be building on something. They talk about sleeping arrangements, and it seems like Kyle is going to be sleeping in the same bed as Deb. I thought that Nadja and Zita were cute, kind of spying on them and just kind of giggling at them. And they do end up kissing, and at least Deb is feeling a little bit appreciated and liked, and it's something that she definitely wasn't getting from Jesse. So if she gets some fanny flutters, Jesse might be bye-bye. So yeah, Jesse isn't feeling Avery, thinking of Deb, and it was like cut back and forth to Deb making out with Kyle, to Jesse just staring out there, just like thinking about Deb. And then we see Zita and Nadja celebrating the kiss. That's it for the episode.
Yeah, it was boring. Most of these people, I don't care, and I really hope they're like, okay, time to go home because this is just boring. And the thing is, if you're going to show Jesse's conversation that was that boring, why couldn't you show Jared's conversation, which
You're muted. Oops.
Who we know needs to bring somebody back.
Another thing that I noticed, so I was just kind of looking, I'm seeing if I can find it still, but there was a post with all the Islanders, and it was showing it was said like as one of their questionnaire questions, like, who is your celebrity crush? And from what I remember seeing, I don't think anyone that answered that question, guy or girl's crush, were a person of color. Like even Trey, I believe his crush is Summer Rae. Is Summer Rae mixed?
I don't know who that is.
Summer Rae. Do you remember Bennett? Bennett dated Summer Rae. It was like some big thing in season 2. Here, I'll show you her. Summer Rae. But anyways, like not one person dates people or is celebrity crush is somebody of color, which I'm like, well, that sucks. So all these mixed guys, do they really have a chance? I don't know. That's Summer Rae. I mean, she could be maybe a quarter black or even half, but not sure. Just one of those influencer people. She's like a fitness influencer, I believe.
I mean, there wasn't a dark-skinned black woman that came into the villa for Casa, so it's not really shocking, to be honest.
I know, but it's just kind of like, like when we see Kat trying with Chaz, Kat now going for Chad, like it's not who she's generally interested in, you know?
Yeah,
And
I don't think
so
any of these people are generally interested in most of the people that's in the villa. So
it's true. That is true. Yes, we did talk a little bit about the rumors about Kyle. We're just kind of waiting to see what the network is going to do. Are they just going to pull him from the season? Are they going to address it? Are they going to try to find out where the truth is? Like I'm not sure where the truth is, so it's still definitely alleged things that happened, but I really hope that they're untrue because I would like to see Deb with somebody other than Jesse, but I don't know. 5 girls? I didn't hear. I only heard about, I believe, like 2. So yeah, the season has gotten boring since the end of the drama with Timmy and Zeta. No, well, also, but since they kicked out people that had potential relationships, right? If they just had dumped Maddie and what's his name, that would have been better. If Bria stayed in the villa, if they kept Serenity in there, maybe if Jesse is really interested in Serenity, maybe that triangle would have had some sort of interesting dynamics, because we saw that it did cause a little bit of a problem when Jesse decided to kiss Serenity during that challenge. And so maybe more situations like that would have come up. But they got rid of that as an option storyline. They got rid of the Bria Jeff potential storyline. And we got rid of the Bryce Courtney potential storyline. So we kind of got rid of 3 storylines and kept it with 3 people that just want to stay in the villa that have no connections. So yes, that was where the things got boring, but it's also where they had 3 dumpings that didn't help with the drama. Yep, all of them named white or Hispanic people as their crushes, which is why I was confused why Trey said Zeta, I'm coming for you in his intro, but named Summer Rae as his crush. Exactly. I think you're right though, Tamika, that they have to tell the producers who they're coming in for, to get a shot in the villa. And so if he had said like, oh, I'm coming in for Naja or whatever, maybe that's not as interesting for them. So
yeah.
Nicole says, I think the single women are dealing with what they have, which isn't much. It's true. Well, that's pretty much it for the episode. Anything else that you'd like to talk about that we didn't speak about as of yet?
No. Like I said, episode was fairly boring. And so I think there's not that, like, I have no clue what they're going for right now, but it's just not interesting.
Yeah. So tonight, though, would you want to do a midnight stream or do a double on Friday?
I'm fine with doing a double on Friday.
Okie dokie, because I will be obviously going live for the Challenge USA, and tomorrow I will, on Thursdays and Sundays, I will be working at my friend's boyfriend's restaurant. So I won't be able to go live unless it's like at midnight on Thursday. But
no, that's fine.
So we'll do a double then for the next 2 episodes on Friday. And then you are going to be going away after that. That would be the last one until you come back. Is that correct?
No, I'm going away next Friday. The 19th.
Oh, shoot. Right. Correct. Okay, never mind. We have a week still to deal. No problem. Perfect. So thank you, everybody, for being here in the chat as we kind of dissect this boring episode. Hopefully tonight's episode is a little bit better. And do you think Casa Amor is done on Friday? Or Sunday?
I hope it's Friday. I'm really hoping it's Friday. I can't.
What a bust.
It should be tomorrow, to be honest, because if you're not going to show us conversation so that we're like, okay, yeah, he likes her. Yeah, they're getting into it. I don't understand. What more are you going to tell us?
I don't know anything about Sam. I don't know anything about Jared. I don't know. Even Zeta, I don't really know anything. Like, is she having conversations with people or is she just like not talking to anybody at all? Don't know what, well, we're kind of going to see what Kat's doing, and Naja, I guess we saw a little bit. Don't know anything about Trey now that he's not able to move with Naja. Anyways, whatever. We'll see what happens, but definitely they kind of ruined the season. It was on such a good upward trajectory, and then they decided that dumping is more interesting than building a story.
Yeah. I mean, this is what I feared when I saw Serenity being dumped, and to me,
Even when what's his name was dumped, Tyler.
yeah, it's just kind of come to fruition because
Even Val. Like all these dumpings were people that had storylines attached to them.
yeah, pretty much. So I don't know. This to me, it started off great as a season. They've kind of made their season slower because these last few episodes have been boring. And like I said before, they're not showing us Timmy and Zeta. And so why do we care?
I mean, I guess they want it to be the Isaiah show.
I can see that. That's what they want. They feel like probably that their audience is
interested in that relationship. Absolutely. And even your favorite person, Elizabeth, she was like, somebody was saying, like, why is everybody into Isaiah? Like, I don't think I'd be into him. And she said, if I was in the villa, like if he was in the villa when I was in there, and she's like, I was 23, I would definitely be into Isaiah. I was like, really?
Yeah, that tracks.
I mean, she went with boring Zach. Like,
that's why I'm saying that tracks. Like,
bad taste.
Yeah, she doesn't have good taste in men. I mean, so that tracks to me. And I thought her entire relationship with Zach was boring as hell.
Oh, it's so boring, so boring, so boring.
So tracks to me.
Charlene says, I think I saw Zeta in the background talking to Trey. We think maybe I'll do like a Zeta watch and be like, okay, where's Zeta? Where's Timmy in the background? Yeah, I'm gonna start looking in the background to see if we see any couples talking.
Cool.
Elizabeth is lying. Elizabeth goes for a clean cut. That's what I'm thinking too. I'm like, I can't see her going for this bad boy, but I
don't know. Is he really a bad boy?
We saw that those toxic episodes where he was like going around and interrogating Andy. We were definitely, or at least I was thinking that he was super toxic when that was happening. And so she saw those things too, and she's still interested in him. I was like, ooh. Mm-hmm. Like even those girls, even like Phoebe saw how he acted with Andy. Mm-hmm. I get it, you're pissed, but like I would think that was a red flag. But you're gonna get a fight at a bar? Like I don't want to.
We'll see. I don't know, man.
Some hothead guy that's going to get in fights with people at a bar because they have a disagreement. It's embarrassing. Had so much hope for the season, but now it's starting the downward dive, unfortunately. Yeah, it started the downward dive after all their dumpings. Like, we were worried with Tyler, but it still ended up being okay. But I think it would have been improved if maybe they kept Val, kept Tyler, kept that going for a little bit, have the siblings come in, then do a dumping of like a guy and a girl.
Yeah.
Like have those people marinate a little bit.
Listen, I can't say I disagree. I think they were on a good track and then they screwed it up.
Nicole says, not gonna lie, if I were 21, I'd at least think Isaiah was a cutie. If I was 15, maybe. Because like I definitely like the older, like I don't know, skater or something like in high school, like the drug dealer, like, okay. Thought that they were like cool, dangerous, but definitely not when I was 20 into my 20s. I don't think. We need more Zibby content. That's the only way to give the season a much needed boost. But their Facebook moms don't like them. They like Deb and they like Isaiah. So, no. Agreed. Zimmy better have a date night right after Castle Recoupling. They better. Do you think that any of the girls are going to get desperate and decide to try for Timmy?
It depends. See, this is the thing. I haven't really seen Timmy's conversations with these people. If he's been like, no, I'm not interested. They might actually leave him alone. I don't. So I'm not sure what I wish we would have gotten some more. Like, there's just, to me, people that I actually would be interested in their conversations, and the ones we're seeing, many of them are not the ones.
Not the ones. Well, thank you everybody in the chat. Thank you, Tamika, for being here. We'll be back on Friday at 6:15 Eastern, and we'll do a recap of tonight's episode and tomorrow's episode. So yes, you can find me at Reality Realness on most of my social media channels, and find Tamika at Entertainment in Color. Tamika, will you be doing a watch party tonight?
Yes,
So
barring a storm, because I did have one yesterday, but thankfully my power didn't go down.
okay, so you have power. As
Yeah.
long as you have power, you will be doing a watch party at 9 p.m. Eastern to see episode 21 of Love Island USA. Make sure you like this video, please. Some likes would be very helpful for both of our channels. This is also being streamed on Entertainment in Color. And comment on, do you care about any couple in Casa Amor other than Zimmy? Like, do you have any sort of care? I want to hear what your thoughts are about this Casa Amor, because to me, it's falling flat because there's no relationships and I don't care about any of these people because we just met them. So let me know. Let us both know what you think in the comments. And other than that, we'll see you to talk about the next episode on Friday. Thanks, everybody. See ya.